Welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share with a friend. Thank you very much. And our beloved New Jersey Devils head to the Rock on Columbus Day, looking to build some momentum off of their big victory in D.C. against the Capitals the other night, against the Utah Hockey Club. And my friends, did the boys deliver? Your New Jersey Devils come back to their home rink and put the smackdown on the Utah Hockey Club, winning by a score of 3-0. And what an absolute beautiful effort from the boys. Your New Jersey Devils are now 4-1. Life is good. Life is grand. And I am jacked. I am jacked for what this group is capable of, the places they will go. And I'm hoping I see some of you at the Rock in June. Your boy Ace in shorts, wearing the shades, drinking a nice brewski or two on Championship Plaza. It will be a beautiful scene, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just hope it happens. And so far, this team is looking like one that is built to be a contender. We start off a little pregame news. Jake Allen in the net today, giving Markey the night off. We will see Markey back in net in Raleigh tonight against the Canes. But for the game against the Utah Hockey Club, it will be Jake Allen. And did he perform in his start? Pre-game, they do a little interview on MSG. Salvador on the bench talking to my man Paul Cotter. One of the interesting things Paul Cotter said was that he told Sheldon Keefe, put me anywhere in the lineup, lines 1 through 4, and I'll contribute. I love it. I love to see the moxie, the absolute confidence in himself, and I believe he could play on lines 1 through 4 as well, and I've said that for a while now. This kid has untapped potential. We've seen it in flashes. He's off to an insane start for the Devils, and it's looking like a match made in heaven. What an absolute acquisition from Fitz. Devils get a power play early. It looks pretty ugly. Not even a shot on goal registered. It was pretty bad. Early on, I noticed Shimo Nemitz looked like he was throwing pucks on net or making a conscious effort to at least throw the puck towards the net, and I thought he did a good job of that throughout the game. He got a couple shots on goal, I think, and just throwing it towards the net, hoping to create something, and it seemed like today a lot of the guys were doing that. There was a lot of just throwing it on net and seeing if someone could make something happen. You love to see it. Sometimes, especially last year, at times we'd see just too much passing and them getting too fancy. Today it was just back to basics, just throwing pucks on net, or towards net at least, from anywhere on the ice, and good things could happen. Early on, one of the things I noticed was because Jesper Bratt is being utilized on the penalty kill, as soon as the penalty kill was over, the first shift after, obviously Bratter's going to need a rest, Keefe threw Paul Cotter out in Bratt's spot on the top line. So you saw Cotter with Jack and Timo Meier, and it happened, I think, one other time later in the game where it was a longer shift. The first time it was brief, but love that vote of confidence in Paul Cotter. First shift right after a penalty kill, Bratter needs the rest, throw Cotter out in his spot, and hopefully we see some magic in that limited time. We will see Cotter with Jack. I've been calling for it for a little bit now, and we're seeing it in little doses. Late in the period, Devils take a penalty, and sure enough, on the ensuing Utah Hockey Club power play, 18 seconds into their power play, Utah takes a penalty, wiping out the power play. Love to see when teams do that against the Devils. Beautiful thing. We go 4-on-4, and the period ends 0-0. Overall, a fairly entertaining period. Some decent chances both ways, and we head to the second, 0-0. And that is when the latest chapter of the Seamus Casey saga unfolded. Right as the 4-on-4 ended, our guys jumping out of the box, Seamus Casey makes an unbelievable play. The puck is about to get carried out of our zone. He hustles, kind of gets on the inside of the guy and uses his stick to knock the puck over to Nico. He knocks it over to Nico and immediately zips back towards the goal to get in a shooting position. Nico gets him the puck, and now Casey has it on his stick, and he's coming towards the net, and Dawson Mercer's off to the wing with his stick teed up, ready for a blast. Casey plays it perfectly, head up the whole time, puck on his stick, freezes everybody on the ice, including the goalie. People are like, is he going to shoot? Is he going to pass? Everyone's frozen, and he just snipes one, boop, right into the net effortlessly. This kid is a gamer. His skating is elite. His playmaking is elite. His vision is elite. And his snipe of a shot is beyond elite. This kid is a gamer, and I do not know how Sheldon Keefe is even going to contemplate sending him down. Obviously, his time on ice is not excessive at the moment. He's kind of being protected a little bit. But outside of a couple moments in the Capitals game, he's looked fairly decent in our own end. And after the game, Sheldon Keefe talked about how, he has to be playing solid defensively to warrant staying in the lineup. But my God, is this kid nasty. His 4th shot on goal in the NHL results in his 3rd goal. Obviously, no one could keep up a 75%, shooting percentage. But this kid is something else, and he's scoring them all at big moments as well. It's not like they're meaningless goals. A huge goal ends up being the game winner. But wow, what an absolute snipe from this kid. I love Seamus Casey. I can't sing his praises enough. Again, I hope he sticks in the lineup, but I understand, the coaching staff may feel differently. We have an abundance of wealth on the blue line, and I'm comfortable with whatever group we go with. But it's a beautiful luxury to have. We're insulated from injuries with this depth. If someone's struggling, we have another guy there to come in and take their spot, and it's just amazing. Iron sharpens iron, and we have so much depth on the blue line right now. It is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, but Seamus Casey looking to continue to make his case to stay on this NHL roster. He does not want to be riding the bus down in the A, playing for Utica. No. He likes the NHL life, and I like it for him. I hope he sticks around. Going to be an interesting plot as the season continues. 7 minutes later at 8:13, the Seamus Casey show strikes again. Casey around the blue line, attempted clearing attempt by the Utah Hockey Club. Bouncing puck. Casey settles it down, gets on his edges, and just does the little little spinorama circle move to shake the defender, get some space, get some free ice, and just rips one down low towards the net. It gets deflected, whatever. It's in the skates, and it's right near Noesen. And Stefan Noesen gets it on his backhand and finishes the job, putting the Devils up 2-0. And Stefan Noesen is an absolute dog, a junkyard dog down in front, getting dirty. This is the gritty, grimy, hard-nosed, heavier, edgier, more violent kind of dude that we needed. Fits one out, got him in free agency. He comes from Carolina, where he was part of a winning culture, a winning team that had a ton of playoff runs, and he is bringing that tenacity to New Jersey, my friends. I can't say enough about Stefan Noesen, another offseason addition that is paying dividends early, and this guy is a monster. Absolute dog down low. Just all up in everybody's face, making it tough on defensemen, the goaltender, and he just picks that puck up, gets it to his backhand, and just puts it in. Love Stefan Noesen. He gives the Devils the 2-0 lead. Second period ends, Devils up 2-0, and we head to the third. Midway through the third period, the Devils are awarded another power play, and Stefan Noesen is rewarded for his play. Gets a spot right in front on the power play, making it tough on that goalie, and served as a beautiful distraction. Stefan Noesen, the big bully, the net front presence, an absolute menace to the opposition. Power play with sustained pressure. Jack Hughes has the puck, looks over his options, and throws it across to who other than...
He's pretty, and he lives in Jersey City, number 13, Nico Hischiauza.
Nico Hischiauza on the power play from Jack Hughes. Absolutely beautiful goal. I thought Jack had a much better game today. He was flying all over the place, buzzing. I thought he generated a ton of chances. I feel like he could have had 3 or 4 assists easily if guys had finished with some of the setups he gave them. None of them were fanned on glorious chances that they should have buried. But he did get some guys in the right spot with a decent scoring chance, and unfortunately no one finished for him. But Jack finally gets rewarded midway through the third period. He hits Nico right in front while Noesen serving as a distraction down low. Nico buries it. Devils take the 3-0 lead, and that is how the game ends, my friends. And that is a masterful performance by your New Jersey Devils. A complete 60-minute, I'm going to call it a masterpiece almost. Maybe it's not quite a masterpiece, but it's pretty damn close. I thought lots of guys looked much better than they did in previous games, including Jack. I thought Nemitz looked a lot better. My boy Johnny Kovacevic, I absolutely love him. He is the epitome of heavier, edgier, more violent. Anytime there's a little scuffle or a scrum, he's the first guy in there, bear-hugging people, throwing people. And let's just talk about Johnny Kovacevic for a minute. Another absolute steal by Fitz this offseason. When Pesci's healthy, I don't know how you take this guy out either. He's a big body, 6'5", 223. I don't know how you're taking him out of the lineup. And again, I don't envy Sheldon Keefe when he's going to have to decide who's in the lineup and who's not on defense. We have so many defensemen, and guys that are playing so well. And you have Luke and Pesci coming back. They're going to need a spot. And it's like, who comes out? It's really tough. I don't have the answers. I know that I would love to see Seamus Casey stay, but I feel like he's probably an underdog at the moment just because of experience. But I just feel like he brings his toolkit is just, he brings something that, no one else really has. I mean, even, Luke is very gifted offensively as well, but I feel like Seamus Casey's almost on a different level. Just with the way he's able to keep the puck in, he's able to just kind of see where the play is going, gets in the right spots. I mean, when was the last time we saw any defenseman, have 3 goals in the first 5 games? It's super rare, and especially for a rookie. I mean, what he's doing is nothing short of miraculous. And shout out to all of you who came to the post-game live. There's a bunch of you in there today. Always a fun time. And a lot of people, I didn't want to talk about it, but now that they brought it up, I'm going to bring it up. People were saying Casey for Calder. And the wild thing is, if Seamus Casey stays with the big boys all year long, I 100% believe he will be a Calder nominee. I don't see how he wouldn't be. I believe that if he does play all season with the New Jersey Devils, he will easily get 40 points, and that should easily put him in the Calder conversation for sure. Now, whether he stays up or not remains to be seen, and it's going to be a battle, to see how that all plays out. But I thought he's definitely done enough to warrant keeping a spot. And I don't know who you kick out for him, but my God, he is just such a talent. He's only going to get better. He's only played 5 NHL games. I mean, what's he going to look like at game 40, assuming he stays? How much better is he going to be at game 40 and game 50, game 60? I mean, the kid is a phenom. Overall, absolutely beautiful outing by the New Jersey Devils. Let's go over the game stats. Utah Hockey Club with 20 shots on goal, Devils with 33. Utah got us in the faceoff circle, 56.8% to 43.2% for the Devils. The penalty kill comes up big again. Utah Hockey Club 0 for 4 on the power play. Love to see it. That PK is getting after it. They've only surrendered 1 goal on the year thus far. Devils 2 for 7 on the power play, 28.6%. Something I love to see as well. Would have liked to see another one, maybe a third in there, but let's not be greedy. 28.6% is pretty damn good, and I'm hoping we could somehow finish, at the end of the season somewhere in that 25 to 28 range to put us in that top handful or so of power play units. And with the personnel we have, there's no reason why that can't be reality. Special teams getting it done today, killed off all Utah power plays and going 2 for 7 on our own power plays. Absolutely beautiful. Utah Hockey Club with 8 hits, the New Jersey Devils with 28 hits. Utah 21 block shots, Devils with 9 block shots. Utah with 16 giveaways, Devils with 10 giveaways. Utah with 6 takeaways and the Devils with 3 takeaways. And what a performance. We're close to my magic 40 number. A lot of you know I like to see block shots plus hits at 40 or above. We had 28 hits today and 9 block shots, 28 plus 9, 37. Pretty damn close. And overall, a beautiful effort by this New Jersey Devils club. I mean, there's not much to complain about here. If we wanted to get super nitpicky, there was maybe a couple, 2 or 3 times throughout the game where guys tried to get a little too cute with getting it out of our defensive end, and they tried to make a pass off the wall or something, and it got, Utah contained it and sustained pressure. But outside of that, it was nothing like what we saw in the Toronto game where we were just getting pinned in our own end for what seemed like eternity, and the other team just sustaining pressure and having puck control. That was not happening today. We limited their chances. Jake Allen was great when he was called upon. Not too many high danger saves in that 20, but he did his thing. He made a couple big stops and got all 20 of them for his first shutout as a New Jersey Devil, the first team shutout for the Devils this season. And I'm hoping if this defense and these forwards could play like this in most games, we should have a good amount of shutouts throughout the season. I can't wait for Markstrom's first as a New Jersey Devil, and hope maybe that'll come against Carolina. I would love to see that, but Markey will have plenty of them this year, and Jake Allen improves to a 2-0 on the season. Love to see it for Jake Allen, looking to kind of get not necessarily revitalize his career, but at least have a nice final chapter of his career after leaving Montreal. And Jake Allen now stands at 2 wins with a shutout, a goals against of .5, and a save percentage of .974. And Jake Allen, how you doing? Good to see you. Allen doing it big today for the Devils, and overall great effort. The forwards were good. The defense was good. Jake Allen was good. Like I said, not much to complain about. It was a beautiful effort. Paul Cotter was doing Paul Cotter things. He's an absolute dog. I actually thought he got a crappy penalty. He was kind of tied up with a guy and out-muscled him, and he kind of shoved him down, and they gave him a penalty for that. And it's funny that, Sal on the MSG broadcast was like, hey, Dano, what do you call that, 2 minutes for being too strong? That's something Dano always used to say. And it's funny, I thought of that quote before Sal even said it. But I shout out to Sal for saying it. It was pretty funny. Him and Dano got a chuckle. But Cotter absolutely manhandled the guy. And there was a couple other times throughout the game where he was just laying the wood. It looked like he effortlessly tossed someone along the boards at one point. I think it was in the third period, just pummeling people. And Paul Cotter is a throwback hockey player, and I love this man. God, I love this team.
Get a little heavier, get a little edgier, a little more violence.
The 24-25 New Jersey Devils are not last year's New Jersey Devils. This is a new era. This is a new era of Devils hockey. Strap in for the ride, guys. This team is going to take us on a special ride this season. I promise you, I have the feeling. I don't get it often, but the intuition inside of me is telling me this is a special team. This is a special team. They're only going to get better as we go, and I'm jacked. I'm elated. Can't wait for puck drop tomorrow. I'll be back soon. If you're newer to the channel, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Check out some of the videos on the channel in the past couple weeks or so. A lot of interesting stuff. A lot of home opener videos from the red carpet and behind the scenes, and you can see Noesen and Cotter and all the boys do their special handshakes and things before they hit the ice. I got some warm-up videos on there. Tons of great stuff on the channel. Go check it out if you're new. Lots of interesting stuff. Just released yesterday a very interesting video, something I was working on for a while. The video was titled, I bought New Jersey Devils Stanley Cup Bling from Pawn Stars. And here you could see the Stanley Cup Bling. Check out that video on the channel. Very interesting story. The road that I went down to obtain said Stanley Cup Bling. But let me know what you guys think about anything I said in this video, what you thought about the game. Anything, everything New Jersey Devils hockey. As always, throw it out there in the comments. I love talking to you all. This has been such a fun start to the season, and I look forward to the rest of it. It is going to be a special, special year. I'll be back soon. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go Devils.